Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. And this one complete to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And some room to work. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Colts at 7-3 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Dances by him. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2? Win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. Julian Blackman bringing him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket, and his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Amazing, perfectly played.
There is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 100 to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 27 of 13. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here's a back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On first down, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now, these two teams, the Eagles and Colts, the two best rushing teams in the NFL in 2021 a season ago. The Eagles, maybe a surprise to many that they were #1 last year. Of course, they got a lot of rushing yards from their quarterback that helped them. And the Colts, with Jonathan Taylor, they were #2. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Richardson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grover Stewart in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And he's got Pierce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one.
Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts get a bit closer. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's caught, Smith. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. McCaffrey running up the middle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Yeah, the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence.
And he's in. With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's got him. He'll go before heading out of bounds. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Play action. Now Richardson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 40 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game. Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Richardson on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take position.